Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison Cruz, and I'd like to introduce you to probably one of the more underrated side-scrolling platform puzzlers of the Nintendo DS. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have Alice in Wonderland DS. That is loosely based off of the film made by Tim Burton, and it was kind of a disaster. But seeing as how we are in the month of October, and the past 2 years I've gone about completing the American McGee series of the Alice games, I say we go ahead and take on the DS iteration of this game, which is surprisingly solid. It was released in about, 2010 or something, so it came pretty late in the DS library. But it surprised me, and maybe it might surprise you as well. It's side-scrolling, it's platforming, it's puzzly goodness, and it has nothing to do with the film, so that is automatically a plus. Anyway, we've got Alice falling through. Now, Alice is probably one of the more annoying characters in this. It definitely is a childlike game, but one of my favorite things about it, actually, I have the case right next to me. On the back, it says, "Basic reading ability is needed to fully enjoy this game." I absolutely love that. It's kind of hilarious. So, the way that this game utilizes the both screens is that the top screen is typically the map, and the bottom screen is where you do all of your inputs and stuff, because you move using the stylus only, which is a little unfortunate. Anyway, I'm only going to be showing one screen, and then possibly in certain points showing two, but for the most part, you'll be seeing the bottom screen, so you're going to have some weird things there. Anyway, we've got ourselves nice little game details here that I'm not going to spoil, so delete that. And we're going to go ahead and get started, ladies and gentlemen, with a nice little journey throughout Wonderland. There is not a lot of action in this first part. It's mostly just talking, which is surprising because there's not that much dialogue in this game. But, it is better to read it to enjoy it. So, anyway, we're starting with the prologue. In Tweedles' playground. Alright, here they are, about time too. Rabbit, did you find the girl? Is that Alice? After what I went through up there, she'd better be. Alright, so bring her over here quick. So this follows the events after the film, and it's kind of similar to, the film. So, and when I say the film, I meant the first Disney animated feature. So, anyway, you move just by using the stylus, and he'll give us a carrot for being able to move forward, and his brother's very unamused, so we'll be slapping him until the end of eternity. Wait, he left the girl behind. Oh, that's great. Alice is very angry. She's very stout. Alright, she hates being left alone. Yep, she'll start crying. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not Alice in Wonderland DS, this is simply Escort Mission, the video game. Available on the Nintendo DS, licensed by Nintendo and Disney. So a vortex will appear and red knights will try and steal her. Case in point, right here. Evil Rabbit, you left her alone too long, she's being swallowed up. Go save her before she's completely gone. So that is the thing of this game. Alice is going to be... I can't do any of my sweet moves. Alice cannot think for herself, so we have to double tap Alice in order to take her out of the death portals. That was close. Not really, that vortex was fake. You were great though, yeah. Alright, why would you do something like that? Yeah, asshole. So the White Rabbit's name is McTwisp, apparently. They changed quite a few names in here, aside from Tweedledee and Tweedledum, but teach a lesson, dum-dum. Underland is a dangerous place. So we're actually literally in Underland, not Wonderland like everybody misconceptions it as. Alright, son, come back here. You just said don't leave her. Don't worry, she'll follow you this time. So yes, you can tap on Alice to make her stop or come, except it's not going to let me, because it wants to teach me. It's me to teach me when to stop and when to come. Alright, keep moving leftwards. There's more to be learned. Alright, cool. So this is a lot of what this game is just Alice following you and you needing to help her across obstacles and solving puzzles. But it's not that bad. It actually is not overbearing, or as much as you'd think. So you can walk away from her, she'll stay there, she'll have a little pause. When she stops, she won't follow you, obviously. So Alice follows you again when you tap her, and it's pretty self-explanatory. There will be puzzles that involve you needing to have her stay there. And it gets kind of annoying sometimes, but I don't know. The others are waiting at the strange garden gate. To the left! To the left! Yeah, this game totally knew what it was doing. Alright, hold up, big ears. Now you know how to communicate with Alice. What about fighting for her? Fighting for my friends and fighting for my life. Alright, so have your trip to Overland wiped your brain? Try using... Okay, so we're gonna use our pocket watch here. Make a quick move up or down with the stylus, and you'll be able to punch things. It's nice. And they do a happy-ass jig! Because we found a life recharger, which will count as our hearts in this game. Everyone we find gives us a little health back. Sweet. Alright, excuse me, shall we continue? Alright, these are impossible ideas. We should collect as... Okay, many as possible. It works for me. Alright. So green ones will give us health. So now we have a nice little health and energy meter, or whatever they decide to call it. And now I can go and do my roll. What is it? This block is an obstacle. Sweet Jesus, but don't panic. Yeah, Mega Man. So you automatically jump over things, and Alice follows suit. Beautiful. And then same thing over here. Stoop. This is what we call an obstacle. Alice can't jump that high, so we're going to have to help her. So you jump on top of it, and then you have to tap her when she says, "Heyo." And that is something you're going to be hearing a lot, because until you hear that "Heyo," she is not going to jump for jack shit. Stop again. What now? Alright, see this big hole? It's too deep and wide for Alice to cross. So let's go help her. Hold your stylus and... Heyo! Beautiful. So now she'll jump across once we're doing that, and there we go. The basic mechanics of the game. Tappity-tap. What a gentleman. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, yeah, it's side-scrolling. It's pretty simple, and I mean, there's combat and there's puzzles. The puzzles are actually my favorite part of this. Can you come with me, Alice? She doesn't want to. What the? How do I? Thank you. I don't know why she wasn't coming to me. Wow, what a huge gate! This is quite large. Yeah, finally, she actually speaks. She rarely talks, but when she does, she's not very smart. Alice is treated kind of like a dum-dum in this game. So, alright, so touch the icon on the door to go up, and we unlock the white rabbit jacket in D-Gamer. It's... D-Gamer is such a dumb thing. But we'll deal with that a little bit later because... I don't know. It's something that should be covered, in all honesty, but it's not something we're going to worry too much about. Alright, so Dodo is talking to us. Of course I did. What did you expect? Sure that's her. You already asked me that. I don't think I could bear another visit to Overland. Alright, we want the truth, young lady. Are you really Alice? That's my name. Don't wear it out. Yep. So she said so herself. She doesn't look much like the Alice I remember. Yeah, very different. Cute, a talking... Yeah, she is kind of a dunce in this. Rats, and I was so sure. Alright, you're taking her to Absalom, right? You'll be able to tell if it's the real Alice or not. So Absalom is, of course, the hookah-smoking caterpillar. Sort of like a guide. And I think maybe it'll help us out. Okay, so Absalom is going to be in the diamond door. Now, you can't really see it, but on the top screen, there is a map. And the map will typically tell you where you need to go. And it's pretty useless in all honesty. It's just mostly used as a reference, since you do go mostly left and right, but it also lets you know when to go up and down and things like that. So tap the arrow on the top right now. What this does, this actually brings the map down to the bottom screen. And you can tap the eye in the top left corner. And what this will allow you to do is we'll tell you what you need to do. So reach the diamond door. And as you guys can tell on the screen, if it would just go ahead and load back, we just have to go to the right for a while in order to get there. Now you notice the spade and the heart, those are inaccessible right now, but we will be able to go to those later. And so you can press the arrow on the bottom right, and that'll take it back up to the top screen. So that's basically like your pause screen. Over here, there's going to be a couple of things we can do, but we don't want to go over here yet because we can't do them yet. Probably should mention. Certain characters will allow us to use certain abilities. This one, we don't have this character yet. There are 4 characters, and this one requires the use of 2 of them. How in high tops are we supposed to get up there? Maybe somebody else can. Looking at those marks, I think you're probably right. Okay, so it's telling us about marking the map and location, so you can use the question mark and you can bring it over here, and that just lets you do things, but I'm not a big fan of it. We don't need it, so I'm not going to worry about it. What do you... drag it anywhere on the map? Okay, now what? Okay, oh, he wants us to put multiple there. Okay, there. Remembering this place will be easy now, because we really needed to. So, anyway, to roll, all you have to do is touch McTwisp and then go in like a diagonal thing like that. That's how you're going to be seeing me move throughout a lot of this, just because it's so much faster. And we've got a mailbox. Mailbox, whatever, mail. Alright, so anyway, these are so frequent. It is insane how frequent these are, but you can't do anything until Alice catches up to you, so that kind of sucks. And we're going to go and save and continue onwards, because we've only been playing for 10 minutes. And, wait, here's some flower ahead. And we have to dash past the flower and quickly hit its red eye. Now, these things are really annoying, because they're very flaccid and strange looking, but we need to go ahead and get rid of these. There we go. Now, you can do, like, little taps on the enemies to do quick shots. And, or you could just do the extra regular one where you can just hit like that. See, if I'm tapping there, it won't attack, so. Anyway, moving on. So this game was kind of tricky. This is something I wasn't expecting to have a couple of tricky parts in it. And it's actually a fairly enjoyable game, in all honesty, for what it is and its source material. I think it's actually pretty solid. So, yeah. It's also one of the last Alice games I know of that would actually be decent to do, unless we were trying to be ironic and we wanted to play, like, what, the Wii version of Alice in Wonderland? No way. See, look at, we just, another one? Really? Okay, so here's where the interesting thing comes into play. We've got ourselves these blue things off in the background. Now, each character will be associated with a certain color. We can't use his ability yet, but McTwist's little spiel, he gets to manipulate time. And when we see purple things, that's when you're going to want to switch to him, so keep that in mind. Now, if you go too far ahead, Alice will start crying, and you're going to have to wait for her. Let's see what these guys got to say. Here we are, the Mushroom Forest is right behind this door. Just stand there, hoppity, open the door. Oh, but wait! Couldn't have been that easy. I like the sound of that. Alright, so something happened to the door. Oh, God. So let me take a peek. So we've got the addition of puzzle pieces, and the thing about puzzle pieces is you need to collect all 14, I believe, of them in order to explore all of Underland. And so basically we have to rearrange the puzzle pieces in such a way so that we can visit them depending on what their corresponding door leads to. Like here, diamond. Diamonds will only lead to other diamond doors, and we can manipulate that, even though it is fairly straightforward. So there's nothing there. It's like Absalom there. So Absalom or Underland's falling to pieces. Sorry, I'm actually playing a little bit farther than normal right now because I don't have a retractable stand for my mic, so I actually have to sit up and play, and my DS is resting on my knees, so it's a little bit farther away than I'm used to. But it's just so that my voice can catch on the microphone a little bit. Sweet Jesus! This isn't Okami Din! What are we doing here? Oh, something got exploded there. Over there, something fell from the sky and landed in the fountain. Alright, so we have to go inspect the fountain. Let's do it. Let's do it, shall we? Ah, yes, go your acrobatic ways, little white rabbit. Go. Okay, so let's see what we got over here. Little puzzle, maybe? Or we'll just wait for Alice, because it's going to be a trap! It's purple, exactly like your suit. Good observation there, Alice. There's grade A stuff there. Alright, a small exclamation mark has appeared above my head. Watch out, Snake! So of course it's good with me. I can use my powers on a nearby object. Did you notice what happens when those water jets cross each other? Don't let the streams cross, man. Alright, so let's pause time and take a look at this. So I'm using the left, I guess the left bumper in order to actually, use my ability here. But you can like tap on certain things in order to, choose them. You'll notice the little yellow thing there. So we can go and pause time. Whenever we see something purple, you can use it. Pretty self-explanatory. Holy clock! It's a piece of Underland. Yep, how convenient. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, another happy-ass chick. I love their little dances. It's amazing. Edge of the Mushroom Forest. And that's actually what we needed to continue onwards. So our objective has been complete, and now we can actually look into getting it inside of our puzzle. Absalom gave me the map of Underland from his oraculum. I think it might be useful now. Yep, how convenient. So we have to go back up to our map screen, and now we hit the little jigsaw puzzle at the top there. And what we can do now is rearrange the map of Underland to our liking. Now, our location is marked with Alice. It's pretty self-explanatory, and a lot of pieces are missing. We only have one. So Underland's in a very bad state. It's literally just a chasm of death. Alright. So, touch the twinkling piece. Thanks, game. Really. And then we can go ahead and match it. So you'll notice the diamond. There's a diamond protruding right there. You can go and put it right there, and it'll match up. Which means we can now head through the diamond door and head to the Mushroom Forest. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Fantastic stuff. Alright, so with that, diamond door is active again. Pretty self-explanatory. Should lead us straight to the Mushroom Forest and Absalom. Very nice. But with that being said and done, ladies and gentlemen, next time on Alice in Wonderland DS... Ooh, never mind, actually. We've got our first instance of combat here. So this looks like a vortex, but it's real. And Red Knights will be coming in a moment. This is actually going to be very commonplace. You're going to see these vortexes come up, and then the two little things to block your way. And basically, attack the knights, you tap them, and then you can kill them like that. And there we go. It is very easy. You just roll behind them most of the time, and you murder them from behind. Otherwise, you can tap on your character, and they'll block whichever way you want. Stun them for a bit. That'll usually help. So those are things we're going to be seeing a lot more often. I would like to save before we go on. There's the one place I actually want to find a save place, and I can't find it. Alright, well, let's walk on through and head to the Mushroom Forest, where we've just completed the prologue. down the rabbit hole to find Absalom. I think we can probably do that in the next part. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hope this has been somewhat intriguing. It's mostly been a Mega Man kind of episode, so this is really quite curious. Alright, so, yes, Absalom. Pff, it's hard to take you seriously with that blue question mark on your head, I'll tell you what. That's so embarrassing. Alright, so it tells us we're near an object that can be used, but not by me. This is, of course, another area where we're going to need a character we don't yet have. And so, let's... Alright, you know what? Luckily I know exactly who that is. Okay, next time, we're going to go and continue onwards. I'm just going to start from here, so... Sigh. Okay, this is a train wreck. I'll see you guys in the next part.